Hi, guys. Welcome back to this week's segment of Ain't That the Truth? I'm just so excited to be able to recording another video so close to last week's. Consecutive consecutivity, if that's a word, I don't know, is key for me. I'm excited that I was able to deliver. And yeah, to my usual viewers, thank you for sticking it out with me. I really appreciate your support, your love, and just keep hanging in there with me. I'll try and deliver as far as possible. And to my new subscribers, if there are any, thank you so much for tuning in. You won't be disappointed. It's good content. I'll give you a quick rundown. So this truth video is basically about God's truth. I am founded by the love of God, the grace of God. For me, that means everything to me. And I've just recently come into the knowledge of who Christ is, and just what he's done for me, and my experiences with him, and just my personal journey with God has just been remarkable. It hasn't been a very long journey. It's been 2 years, but it's just been an amazing journey, amazing story. And that has just motivated me to just want to share, the truth that I've received, in this walk with Christ, and just what the Spirit has opened my eyes to. And I want to be able to be a seed, be the person who plants rather a seed for someone in the dark. God used people to plant that seed for me. There were people God used to open my eyes to certain truths that I was not aware of. So I'm just paying it forward, if I can call it that. And there's just a fire under my butt to just keep sharing and to just keep putting it out there, because someone somewhere needs to hear it, and God knows that. And that's why he's placed this desire in my heart, because it is not for me, but it is for those who need to hear it. All of these videos are based on the truths that I was exposed to from my own personal experience. And I just want to impart that knowledge to those who would like to know it or hear it. It's, of course, the choice of the individual, and that's just the beauty of God. He is not oppressive, and he doesn't force us to do anything we don't want to do, but he definitely puts the knowledge, the breadcrumbs. They're all there for us to just connect the dots and to just, grab onto it and to hold onto it and to know the truth when the time comes. When the time comes, because we all are going to get to a point in our life where we ask ourselves these questions. There has to be more to life. What is this all for? Why am I here? We all get those questions. They all niggle at us. And there comes a time where they are really, really loud. And that's when these answers come in handy, because at that point, nothing else will make sense but that. So I also have a transformative video section where I just share basically testimonies, about people, what they've survived, what they've gone through, people who've just been through the most. And it's just basically like a hope segment, just knowing that, you think you're going through something bad, but someone could be going through something worse, and just a motivator and inspirational video to just keep encouraging people to know that there is hope, there is more to life, there is a light. Whether we believe in God or not, he is there for each and every one of us, and he shows up. He always shows up through people, through circumstances. It doesn't matter how, but he just finds a way to always pull through, for us in individual ways. So yeah, that is the transformative story. So check it out. It is definitely something that will definitely keep you captivated, and just to know the power and the love of God, most important. So this week I will be talking about something quite interesting, in the sense that it's something we take for granted, we don't fully understand. But and I also don't want to just dwell too long on it, because it can be misconstrued as well, taken in a different light, and I don't definitely want to confuse anybody, or illegitimize certain things. I just want to bring the truth to you in a way that the Spirit will reveal it to you and help you understand it a little bit better. So I'll be talking about titles, titles in the form of a doctor, a lawyer, somebody accomplished in worldly speaking terms, and not to downplay any of those roles or titles or whatever the case is. We all need a doctor. I'm pretty sure that is self-explanatory. They are all vital, they are all necessary. But what I'm trying to get across to each and every one of us is that the focus of titles has just been misconstrued over time, and I just want to reveal what the Spirit has revealed to me, particularly because I used to struggle a lot with just identity and just value and just feeling like I am worth something. And it was because of this very topic that made me just enhanced rather my self-confidence, my lack of confidence. It just used to validate every day that I am unworthy, I'm worthless, I'm weak, I'm stupid in some cases. So I just want to highlight the fact that we are not the title. Our identity is not in those things. Our identity is in our Creator, first and foremost, but that very Creator who has blessed us with gifts and talents. And I just want to reference quickly, I'm paraphrasing it here, but please in your own time do the knowledge for yourself. In the book of Matthew, I think it's Matthew chapter 25, and there is a parable about the master and the servants, right? And Jesus spoke in parables because he just wanted people to hear him, or rather to captivate the crowd in a way that they would respond to, and human nature, we generally like stories, we like hearing people talk about other stories or relate stories. There's something about storytelling that captivates us, that intrigues us and that has us, invested in what you have to say. And he chose that method to bring across, messages, important messages, but he just veiled them through storytelling. Some people got them, some people didn't, because they were very metaphorical, and vague at times. But I think mostly the gist came across. It just depended on how you understood and what you took away from it. All right, so this parable is about a master, king, the master in this case, the truthful case rather, being God, and the servant, his creation. And he gave each of his servants a gift. He gave them all a gift according to their skill, their capabilities, their capacities, how he made them each different and individual. He gave them a talent based on that individual. And he asked them to utilize them, right? He gave it to them and expecting them to utilize them in the best way. Like as parents, or spouses or whatever the case is, you give someone that you value, a gift, and a very expensive gift, a very valuable gift, and you expect them to take care of it because it's a gift you paid lots of money to give to them, right? So you expect them to take good care of it and not to lose it or waste it, And this is the same expectation that God had when he gave us each gift. So he gave us all talents, right? And skills. And we, by virtue really of being alive and being functioning and breathing, means we possess something that needs to be utilized. We possess something that needs to go out into the world because it needs to benefit you and it needs to benefit someone else. You are not put here as a fluke or as some cosmic explosion and bam, you are Karabo because, I don't know, now the universe couldn't make someone else. You know, it is intentional, it is purposeful, and there is a reason why you possess that reason, right? But now you won't know what that reason is if you are outside of the one who gave it to you, if you are far away from the one who gave it to you. You need to be within the will of God to know what you possess and how to use it, right? So now this is where titles come into the play that now confuse people, because you believe and think because life is unfair, right? We don't have the same backgrounds, we don't have the same experiences, we don't have the same, cultures, families, demographic. Everything screams different. So now, how can a world be rigged to benefit some people and not others? That can't be fair. What kind of a system works like that? It all has to be beneficial for everybody. What determines the insignificance of one person to another? It can't be background, it can't be culture, it can't be society. Those are inanimate things. They cannot determine the course of your life. They cannot determine where you are going in life. So surely there needs to be something bigger, right? And this is where society is messing up our youth, our culture, and just how we see life in general. Because not everybody is going to be a doctor. Not everyone is going to be book smart. Not everyone is going to be the president of a country. So just because I am not those things, does that make me insignificant? Surely not, right? And this is why the Master gave us different gifts. Because in those differences, it comes together to be great. This is why the church, the body of Christ, God describes it as the body. Because my puzzle piece, what I have to give, is not the same to what you have to give. But you need what I have to give you. And I need what you have to give me. Because together, it works. It won't move with just mine. It won't move with just yours. And this is where we are just getting it so wrong, because we seem to think man is an island. And it's all about acquiring and becoming accomplished. But what happens when you reach the end of that? What happens when after your years and years and years of studying, you become a doctor? You get it, you get the accolades or whatever it is. I'm not singling out doctors here. God knows we need them. But I'm just saying it's just the most stereotypical accomplishment I can think of. But what happens when you accomplish what you have been working and grafting for years, and you finally get there just to realize that it's not really what you wanted? And there are so many people who can attest to this, because you missed it. You took someone else's idea of what your talent is and you put that on and you became that. But that isn't what God gave you, and you missed it completely. And now you're bitter and you're resentful and you're angry, and you're just upset because you were sold a lie, basically. And this is what's happening in life. We are out here working jobs that we hate because we seem to think this is all we have. There's nothing more. This is all there is to it. No. We are chasing the wrong talent. We are chasing the wrong dream. Because in God's world, everybody is significant. Everybody is valuable. Everyone has something to give. And everyone's something to give is great. It's not scaled by position. It's not scaled by popularity. It's not scaled by, image. It is effective, it's impactful, and it's great. And if there is ever a message I leave on anything, is that we need to stop seeking to be great. We need to seek to be impactful, make a difference. Because people who seek to be great miss the whole point of being impactful. People who seek to being great are people who are latching onto the wrong talent. We have people standing at pulpits, pastors who have gotten it wrong, who've got it wrong, who are leading us astray instead of rearing us. The Great Commission is that everybody who believes in Jesus is called to be a disciple. It is not specific to just people at the pulpit. It is not specific to just pastors. We are all called to be disciples of God. All of us, in whatever spaces, whether it's at work, it's at school, it doesn't matter. And being a disciple doesn't mean to be this Bible-bashing Christian. No. Being a disciple is to show the love that Christ shows us on a daily basis. Is to live righteously. Is to be kind. Is to be, honorable. Is to be righteous. And we are just getting it wrong because we are living the wrong talent, not the one that was given to us. Do you know how you know you were on the wrong path or the wrong journey completely? When you use your talent to oppress and to break people and not to lift them up. When your talent destroys instead of healing, that's how you know you've got it all wrong. Because you don't know what to do with it, because it's not yours. The minute you step into what God has given you, it works. There are no glitches. It is not a fluke. It is not this trial by error. We'll figure it out as we go. It just works. And you can be ill-equipped for it. But because it's intrinsically within you, it's what was designed specifically for you, it will work. No lie. And you know what's so beautiful about God is that it's not a mystery. What you possess is not a mystery. What you possess does not have you studying 20 years for it. It does not have you trying to conform because you need to look or be a certain way to be able to access it. It's built into you. But you know what's happened now? You are so far from your Creator, and now you are listening to what society says the accomplishment or the ideal is. Now you think that's what you need to be. You think that's what you need to possess. And of course it's unattainable because it doesn't belong to you. And that makes you depressed and heartbroken and oppressed. And you go for anything. You seek now to become just another employee, stuck in a dead-end job, monotonously for all the days of your life, just to retire, and it all be for what? And that's what I mean. There is more to life than just this robotic, monotonous lifestyle that we've just gotten so accustomed to. We have it, we possess it, and we know it, but it's just been so suppressed because we've allowed the wrong things to penetrate, the wrong truth to penetrate. And I keep saying this, and I live by this. For me, the Christian faith is true because it's so opposite to everything. Like everything goes against this one faith. Surely that's credence for like some form of, truth to it. Everything goes against even other religions. And for me, that is the distinctiveness of it. If it's that foreign in so many spaces, there must be truth there. Because if everything else is odd and it's upside down and it's weird and it's just not working, surely something has to work. It can't all be wrong. So I'm going to go with that because it's going against the grain. Remember who your master is. Go back to him. He will help you peel off the layers of the talent that he has given you. And it's a beautiful journey. It is such a beautiful journey. I'm still experiencing it myself. And the things that I've discovered about me are mind-boggling. The minute I realized what he gave me. And I wouldn't change it for the world. It was painful in the beginning because it was foreign territory, because of this very indoctrination that I'm referencing now. But it is amazing. Step into his will for your life. He will tell you what the will is. And you will flourish in doing it because it is effortless. You are not toiling. It doesn't hurt and it doesn't damage. And stop listening to those who think they know, because they too don't know what their talent is. They're in the wrong profession themselves. Only God can tell you what you possess and how to use it. I just wanted to leave that there. And I hope the message that I was trying to bring across is something that you are able to meditate on and just ask the Spirit to reveal to you, and in a way that you will understand, in a way that it will make sense to you. I'm always telling, whoever it is that listens to me and my rambles, that find out for yourself. It's all good and well to hear it from me, but do the research for yourself. It's important to know and to apply, to be intentional. Be intentional with what you want to know, because the moment you are, then it's like this plethora of knowledge just comes. The minute I was intentional with wanting to know what I wanted to know, God just gave me this flood of information, and it's just been amazing to know and to keep wanting to know. So do the research, the knowledge, the Bible, read that for yourselves and figure that out. And ask Him to reveal to you what it is He wants you to teach. And just be impactful. Don't seek to be great. The most impactful people are insignificant people, because they're not doing it for glory. They're doing it to have an impact, to make a difference. This is where the shift needs to come from now. Okay. So I will be seeing you. Well, thanks for tuning in, and stay tuned for a transformative video. I promise it will come. Love you guys. God bless.